Good morning, everybody. This is episode 168 of Fibertown. Welcome to my kitchen on this very cold morning of, October the 12th, 2016. We are very close to Rybeck and my birthday, and it's my favorite time of year. Well, one of them. This is Alice. I'm Emily. I'm Chain of Fools on Ravelry and Fibertown with an RE on Instagram. Alice, you have wet paws. We just came back from the bus stop. So I am wearing one of my FOs. I will share with you soon. So welcome to everyone, new and returning. I have so appreciated hearing from you. I love it when people leave a message on the YouTube video in the down bar in the comments. I love hearing from you on the Ravelry thread, Fiberspace Town podcast, the Ravelry group. Did I say that? I just love hearing from you. I love your feedback, and it's really one of the things that makes doing this podcast worthwhile is the viewers, and especially hearing from the viewers. Thank you for your response. Some of you let me know that you enjoyed the Fleecewise episode that I was in charge of. And the series has now been wrapped up expertly by Sarah Pomegranate at the Yarns at Yinhu podcast. That's an audio podcast. Go and listen. Really good stuff. So, yes, a few things to talk about before we do FOs, whips, spinning, and acquisitions. And the first thing I want to tell you about is the winner of the September Cal in the group, which was the Smart Along. And Siri randomly picked number 8, which is Nanita NYC. Nanita NYC, you have won this. Dyed by Lori Intuit Knit, a lovely Canadian podcaster. And this is on a BFL base from Neighborhood Fiber Studio. She did a dye workshop in Maryland with Neighborhood Fiber Studio. So congratulations, get in touch with me. I will get that sent to you. I think you won a few years ago. I remember your username. Alice is a little clingy today. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is, and I should have brought the picture up already, but I did not. Let me see if I can find it on Instagram. Maybe that will work. The lovely and talented quilter Caroline. Clothesline Designs is her Ravelry name. And she has designed and released another shawl in her garden theme, and that is Yellow Roses. And there it is. Really gorgeous. Yeah. Sorry. Really beautiful design. She's got a lovely line of shawls in that theme. And this one, a lot of the proceeds from the sale are going to a mental health association in England, in the UK. Not England, the UK. And Yellow Roses. So it's the profits, 75% of the profits are going to the mental health charity Mind. And she talks more about that, I think, on the pattern description. So check it out. Very lovely. Okay, so October is the Magic Along. Now, if you're going to be here, people want to see your face because it's beautiful. Here, so don't fall asleep. Yeah, the Magic Along is the October word of the month. So relate your knitting to that. And there's so many ways to do that. And I look forward to seeing what you all come up with. There's some great things in the thread already. So check it out. Okay, I'm going to put you down so I can show off my finished objects. Are you a little bit mad at me because we didn't go for a long walk today? We came back to the house. She was with me at the bus stop. And as we turned into the driveway, she started to, resist. She wanted to keep going on a long walk. Because long walks are lovely. They're lovely. Yes, they are. But we have a lot to do today because Mama's going to Rybeck tomorrow. Okay. All right, and this is perhaps the video with the most finished objects in the history of Fibertown ever. I'm wearing one of them. I'm wearing 2 of them. So I might have to take off a layer here and show you the underneath. All right. Okay, now this is full of Alice hair. Thank you, Alice. This is, let me see if I can get a good angle. The light, there it is. This is my Portland pullover with the gorgeous garter yoke. Can you see the yoke? It's got a funnel neck. This I call the Portland pullover from Carrie Bostic Hogue. Is that who designed it? I always get the designer wrong. Yes, Carrie Bostic Hogue. Portland pullover. There it is. It's Portland pullover-ish. The yoke is completely as written. The body is not. It turned out great. I really love it. I'm going to be taking some beauty shots at Rybeck while I wear this. I have a fair amount left of my spin. This was hand spun. This is Opal, my 2014 purchase, my first Rybeck fleece. She is still, hopefully, a Rambouillet Corriedale cross. And I carded the fleece, and this is only about half of the fleece, quite frankly. I sent the rest to Sarah Gautreau, who is, the Reluctant Knitter. That's the Reluctant Knitters? Is that her podcast? I should know, I watch it. It has Reluctant in the title. So, very funny podcast with three sisters. So yes, she has the rest of Opal. So that's number 1 for FOs. Number 2 is this. This is another pseudo pattern. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this hat. I finished it yesterday and I love it. Now this is the Asklov, ASKLOV hat from the latest Pom Pom. And Pom Pom Quarterly, I believe, is the official title. Now that hat is, and that's by is it Valentina? I don't remember the designer name, and I don't have it here. But Asklov is the name of the pattern, and it's written for fingering weight, and I used worsted. I modified it heavily. Oh shoot, I wish I had brought the pattern because I wanted to show you a feature I had an issue with this pattern. And it was partly how my brain works, and anyway. But I perhaps ripped this back 7-8 times over the course of knitting it. Of course, I had to monkey with the numbers because it is worsted weight, not fingering. But there was a chart, and I took I cast on what usually works for me in a worsted weight hat, and then I did have to increase in the first rounds to get enough stitches to work the chart. There were just so many issues, but I finally did it. I sat down yesterday and finally did it. It took me half the day. However, I really love it, and it's big and so stinking warm. The yarn is a new favorite. I love it, love it, love it. I have the ball band from one of them. It's Harrisville, as I said, the same mill that makes Brooklyn Tweed yarn. Watershed, Harrisville design. I bought this also at Rybeck 2014, these two colorways. This is Nelson, which is the purple. And you won't be able to tell. You can tell a little bit in the gold, which is East View. But it's just the colors are so complex. I think it must be dyed in the wool, and they're tweedy bits, and that's that variegation you get with Brooklyn Tweed as well. Super fun. This is very affordable. Watershed Yarns, pure virgin wool, 110 yards for 50 grams. 4.5 stitches per inch. I love it. Now, it can be also worn more as a beanie if you fold up the brim. So, very fun. I think this is a fun knit, even though I screwed it up. But it came out really well in the end. Now, the issue I had with the charts is that as you started the decreases, the chart was in yellow and white, which is, the stitches, the boxes representing the stitches were in yellow and white. But as you started the decreases, the stitches that disappeared. You know how you have to have those like no stitch blocks in a chart? They were also white. So I was so confused. I don't know if I wasn't caffeinated enough. I would see a white block and I had my washi tape on the chart, so I wouldn't see that the white block led to a column of widening, like no stitch area. And it wasn't even a block, it was like a column. So I'd see a white block under my washi tape, just doing the row that the chart said to do, and think, oh, okay, I need to do another stitch in that color. And then, but wait, I still have the same, and that doesn't work because I'm decreasing. Why do I still have this stitch in this place? So I had to get a crayon, color it gray to successfully knit it, but it's done. Now, what else do I have to show you? Well, one of my purchases at Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival was another skein of Highlander 2.0 from the Ross Farm. And that, my friends, enabled me to finish the Cable Kilt Hose, cable without a D for some reason, by Candy Wheatcroft, free pattern. They're massive. Oh, they're so fun. I did an Eye of Partridge heel. This is a Cheviot yarn from the Ross Farm in Pennsylvania. Cheviot is such a friendly yarn, such a friendly wool to work with. And I did a double decrease in my gusset here, and I love them. Cannot wait to get more beauty shots at Rybeck of this as well. Okay, I have also finished a breathing space sweater. 2 sweaters finished in the space of a week to 10 days. Pretty awesome. This is the breathing space, and this is out of Tamar in the Linher, and Hedgehog in the Twist Sock in the Teacup colorway. And this is an awesome sweater. It's got tons of positive ease, and the gauge is much looser than I'm used to. It ended up really big. I think because I had such a loose gauge on this, which really I'm usually a tight knitter, so it was a bit of a surprise. But I had a lot of fun knitting it and played some serious yarn chicken. This is how much I had left of, well, I've yarn chickened more than this, but in fact, on that colorwork hat, I almost ran out of the purple. But yeah, I knit a size bigger than I should have, I think. But it's very roomy and breezy, and it gives you breathing space. So I'm kind of thrilled with that. And now I'm going to do a costume change. Pardon me as I go off camera. This is a sewing project I finished. This was under my sweater. This is the Lemon Drop top, and it's all wonky from being under a sweater. This is a pattern by Anna Maria Horner, and it's out of a knit that I got this summer in Nashville at Craft South, which is Anna Maria Horner's shop. Look at that. It's like funfetti. Really fun. So the Lemon Drop tunic. I don't know if I would recommend this pattern. I did my own thing a lot with this pattern. You want to come up some more? And I thought that there was some strangely explained or worded bits of the pattern. Really love the result. It's comfy. It needs a washing. It hasn't been washed yet, I think. But really fun. Fun to wear. Now, another sewing FO is this. The little table runner I did using the Quilt As You Go method. So these squares are from, I think this, the Flow line, by Moda. I really like these colors. And then this, I used leftovers from a willow tank I made. And the back is some fabric that Lori Intuit Knit gave me. And this is going to go on my bedside table, I think. So this was the Ballard quilt, I think, from the Quilt As You Go Made Modern book, which is a fun book. Hey, cutie. Oh my goodness, you're needy today. I feel like I should try this on for you guys. So I will probably just do another costume change in a minute. Let me just look. Yep, that's it for the FOs. Hang on, costume change. This is unheard of to have this many FOs, especially sweaters, in one episode. Here's the breathing space. It's got an asymmetrical hem, which is hard to see here. No, it's hard to see. So, come here, Al. Let's show off the breathing space together, since you're so wanting to cuddle. Yeah, this is a great sweater. It's light. I mean, fingering weight sweaters, they're the best. They really are great. Not that hand-spun sweaters aren't great, too. That's it for the FOs, folks. So, as far as whips go, having finished all these things, just the hat yesterday, I'm really kind of thinking about casting on something new. Sorry. I do have a flax sweater on the needles for my daughter, and I knit a few rows on that the other day. And I have a pair of socks, sock blank that I dyed. And I've been wearing my Andre Sue sock blank socks, and I love them. But I think I might cast on a new Rybeck project, or perhaps take my mitered sock yarn blanket with me and knit a few squares. So what else is a work in progress? I'm sorry, babe, I'm gonna have to set you down again. Is this. This is another second Anna dress. I made one last summer and just put the zipper in last night. All I have to do is hem it. Took a picture of myself wearing this on Instagram last night, and I'm not going to do a costume change for this one because I have a hard time closing the zipper myself. Did an invisible zip, and I need to take my seam ripper, and I think I sewed too close to a few of the zipper teeth. So, but yeah. Here's the invisible zip. Not closed all the way. I really need to clean up a lot of threads on this. This is Birch Organic Double Gauze. And I have had this in my stash for maybe 6 months or so, thinking that I wanted to make another Anna dress out of it. I finally did, because I'm going out to dinner a few times this weekend, and it's our anniversary. It's a big anniversary, and I wanted to have something nice to wear. Now, it's got its issues. Somehow, the skirt ended up being much fuller than the bodice, and you have to sew the two together. And, you know, I see seams that aren't really matched up as well as I would like. But, you know, the front looks cute, so I don't care about the back. What else did I want to say? Oh, I find double gauze very prone to picking the needle, sewing machine needle. It's very prone to picking at the warp threads and pulling them. The nature of the weave makes it prone to that. So I tried, after just being a little bit upset about that, I tried a Microtex needle, which I had used for silk sewing, and that worked like a charm. No picking at the warp threads and pulling them and puckering the fabric. It was pretty awesome. So I would recommend that. If you're going to do double gauze, you might want to try a Microtex needle for sewing delicate fabrics, because I feel like double gauze is pretty delicate if it's the warp threads are going to pick and pucker like that. So for spinning, I have some Lincoln on my wheel, and that's the next fleece that's going to get spun. And I have my Golding. I love this spindle. This of drop spindles that I have, this spins the best. I would love another Golding, a bigger one. But this is a little Tsunami. See, it's really gorgeous woodwork. And this is a Merlin's Beard Battling. And let me show you the rest of them. They're so pretty. I've just been spinning this. I have this spindle on the kitchen counter. When I have a moment, waiting for the oven to heat up or something to boil, I spin a little. So that's it for spinning. Now, acquisitions, I did go to Shenandoah, and that's so much fun. My whole family went, and that's where I did the Fleecewise filming. And I got 2 things there, and one was a skein to make the second sock, kill toes, and the other was another hobbledehoy purchase because I cannot resist hobbledehoy. This is frozen lemon batlings, and there were many more things that I really would have liked to have gotten, but I'm not doing the big fiber purchases. I'm good for now. As much as I see things I like. I have lots of things at home I like. So lovely. And then Highland Handmaids October Club came in the mail. Would you like to see? This is a Corriedale cross, and it's called Fall In. The colorway is Fall In. And I didn't say spoiler alert, but I'm pretty sure everyone's gotten it by now. Halfway through October. How gorgeous. Corriedale's a lot of fun to spin, so that will be fun. Other acquisitions. Oh, the Tinctoria kit. Have you guys gotten your Tinctoria kit? A lot of you have, and this is the bag that comes with it. Kimberly sent me a bag. It is exceptional quality, and take a look. It also comes with a greeting card that's fiber related. They're all different, as well as stitch markers, and I think there are a few other things too. Hello, look at my customized Alice Pooh stitch markers. This is her sweet face in one of the pattern pictures. So let's shop Teasel.com. I think she has a few left, so the kits are amazing. I mean, the bag, the stitch markers, the yarn is insane. Really beautiful, naturally dyed yarn. And that pattern will go, it will go live on Ravelry. It's exclusive to the kit for now. I think probably at the end of October. So I will let you know when that happens. Is there anything else I want to talk to you about? You want to come back, huh? All right. I'm sorry. This has been a podcast with Alice up and downs and costume changes. So it's like the Oscars. So, Rybeck. Wanted to podcast today because I want to hear from you all in the episode thread on Ravelry. Let me know, or you can do it on Instagram. When I post a picture about this episode, let me know if you're coming. I want to know who's going to be there, who I can expect to see and chat with, and I hope I see you all. All of you are coming. I will be at the podcaster meetup at 1 o'clock. I'll be with the other Fleecewise podcasters. I can't wait to see them. And a lot of other friends that I've met before, and I hope to meet some new people. And my husband will be there in a kilt. Oh, speaking of my husband, he has a Ravelry account. His Ravelry name is The Spaniard, all lowercase, because I don't think you can do uppercase in Ravelry for your Ravelry name. In fact, it looks like Thespaniard, unfortunately, but he couldn't change it. So, sorry about that. So that is what's happening here. We're going to Rybeck. I may be there Sunday morning too to go see Leaping Llamas. Is that what it's called? You know what I'm talking about. The reverse limbo done with fiber animals and people running with them, which is just the best. So I don't know really, other than buying a fleece with my Fleecewise podcaster friends, I don't know if I'll be buying anything. It's mainly just to go and soak it in. That Jenny the Potter keeps tempting me with her Instagram account, trying to resist because that's stressful to try to get one of her pieces of work. You have to get there early. You have to get in line. So, but yes, I will be there soaking it in, and I have looked at the things that go on at Rybeck in the official calendar. There's a lot that goes on that's scheduled that I didn't know about, so I hope to check out a lot of those events as well. So please, I hope to see you there. Post in the episode thread, post on Instagram, let me know if you're coming so I can just know who's coming. All right, you all, take care till next time. See you later.